Well, Disney World found itself in a world of controversy after opposing a new Florida law that bans the teaching of sexual orientation and gender identity in schools. A law that opponents call Don't Say Gay. Now, as we told you yesterday, there's a similar bill in the Ohio State House now, and we want to know what corporations based here and investing here think about it.
Intel is planning to pump $20 billion to build 2 chip factories outside Columbus. It's a move that promises to bring thousands of jobs to the region. But
if Ohio House Bill 616 becomes law, would that have companies second-guessing their future investments in our state? Some of them are partners with Stonewall Columbus, which is bringing Pride Month back in full in June. Tara Morgan now with more.
Current and future Ohio-based employers have been silent so far on a request for comment. Some partner and sponsor with Stonewall Columbus, which is gearing up for its first in-person Pride Parade in 2 years. The executive director says this bill could be detrimental for recruiting and retaining employees in the state.
To see it pop up on Monday was not overly sort of shocking, but definitely disheartening.
Densil Porteous leads Stonewall Columbus, a Columbus institution with a 40-year history.
We've really worked closely with local elected officials and our corporate partners and the community to be as holistically reflective and welcoming as possible as we could.
But Porteous says House Bill 616, dubbed by critics as the Don't Say Gay bill with similarities to Florida's new law, is the opposite. The bill would prevent or restrict schools from teaching inherently racist concepts or instructional materials on sexual orientation or gender identity.
I think this legislation directly impacts young people in the most formative times of their lives. And what we will continue to see is that will impact them as they grow and possibly leave the state.
Ohio Chamber President and CEO Steve Stivers expressed concern in a statement that some of the language may impede Ohio's ability to lure the best and brightest to fill upcoming job openings that are a challenge to fill.
As we look at recruiting people and identities from across the community, Intel is coming here soon. I can only imagine how this may add to the struggle of recruiting talent.
Porteous says the implications are far-reaching. Talented individuals sought by recruiters may also have families like himself.
I'm the parent of a 5-year-old, and this is not legislation that I want to impact my child's learning and experience. I don't want to be erased from my child's conversation in the classroom.
Many big-name employers with headquarters in Columbus partner with or sponsor Stonewall.
We do ask them to demonstrate that they have a non-discrimination or equality policy in place, and if they don't, we ask them to enact one of those policies or put them in place within a year's time of engagement.
Porteous says while their partners have been supportive for decades, this moment does open the door for a discussion and a reminder about the accountability that comes with standing with Stonewall, not just in June, but year-round.
We have a great responsibility to our community to ensure that those who are funding our work are truly welcoming and inclusive of all of our identities.
This will be Porteous's first in-person Pride since becoming executive director.
I think, quite frankly, this may be a year where we hopefully see an increase in people stepping up and stepping out and celebrating Pride to ensure that our community is seen and thriving.
The Ohio Chamber says while concerned about some of the language, it trusts that everyone will have a voice during the legislative process. In downtown Columbus, Tara Morgan, ABC 6 News.